So we're headed north on the county road, and we'll be coming up on the property in just a few hundred feet. It'll be on the left side, so the west side of the road. This is tract 21 at Turkey Hollow. And if you look in the trees, you'll see signs for the different tracts. That's tract 20 on the left, so it's going to be the next tract on the left. It is the northernmost or northwesternmost property out here. It is fully surveyed, and there you can see a survey marker. So that's going to be the southeast corner of the property. So as we look to the north, it sits on the left side of the road. Goes back to the west. Quite a bit of timber, as you can see. And this property, not only does it have direct county road frontage, it's got a power line on site. And maybe we'll walk back to that in a moment. This looks like a good enough spot to stop. So very private out here. We're extremely close to the National Forest. There's a sign in the tree that says tract 21. Now the guys generally try to put those toward about the middle of the road frontage, but in this case, it's more toward the northern end of the property. Whoops. But let's go ahead and walk back. So as we look to the south, that is the land on the right. And let's check it out. So it really doesn't look like it would take too much to get in a driveway. I probably actually could have pulled the truck onto the property, but I don't think we would have made it that far because you get into some pretty good sized timber fairly quickly. Oh, look, those pine trees. We just lost our sun, but our sunshine. We've got several nice pines. There's been no recent logging on this property that we're aware of, other than potentially for firewood, I guess. But really, we didn't see any signs of that even. So where we're walking now, you can see kind of the gravel and rock intermixed. This would be basically, I guess, what's called Pine Creek. So it's going to be a wet weather creek situation. But I mean, you certainly wouldn't want to build here. You've got to be 100 feet off the road anyway to build. So you might as well go back here to the power line. It can be pretty tricky to find a property with direct power access in this area. I mean, we're fairly rural, we're fairly private, we're very close to the National Forest. So oftentimes power is just, you know, not an option. But in this case, I mean, we've got a power line right on site here, which is fantastic. In the distance, I can hear the drone. So Ryan just launched the drone. He's going to do a video overview, so you can check that out as well. So yeah, you literally have power on site, which is phenomenal. As we continue walking to the west, and I don't know how far we'll go, but definitely check out the drone video. We'll do an intro video as well. On the adjacent tract, excuse me, we did find what looked like an old home site. So odds are, excuse me, odds are very good that this property was part of an original home site. So I mean, bring your metal detector, check it all over. We found, just from the road, we could tell that there were walnut trees, obviously pine, cedar, oak. Just a super interesting property. Excuse me. We're almost back to like a cedar grove type area, which is super cool. But I know from being on the adjacent properties that as we go a little further to the west, this turns into hardwood. So, I mean, it's a versatile tract. The hunting out here is phenomenal. I think I mentioned earlier that the Mark Twain National Forest is literally within about a quarter mile of this property. So, I mean, you just have a phenomenal amount of deer in that National Forest area. And obviously turkey. I mean, this was named Turkey Hollow for a reason. There are quite a few wild turkeys out here, or turkey out here. I can hear the drone overhead right now. I don't have the map with me, so I don't know if we've meandered a little bit to the north or south. But now it's starting to really level off. We've got a ton of big cedar trees back here. And I can actually see where it transitions into hardwood trees. pretty hard to find a tract with direct county road frontage and electric available, so close to the National Forest. I see hundreds and hundreds of cedar trees in this area. I'm anxious to check out the drone video that Ryan's taking right now, because I really want to see the bulk of this property, and it's fairly large, so I'm not going to walk the whole thing, but definitely feel free to come on out here and bring your four-wheeler, bring your hiking boots. I mean, check it all over for sure. A lot of possibilities on this one. It's got the standard property covenants, so nothing too restrictive. When you do build your home or cabin, you need a minimum 600 square foot concrete foundation for that. Most people tell us, well, just about everybody tells us that they don't find the property covenants to be restrictive at all for what they want to do. And I think that is the case, that if you're actually just using the property for camping, or if you're building any type of somewhat standard home or cabin, the property covenants don't affect you one bit. They just keep the area looking good and keep everybody's property values high, which is generally a good thing. If you absolutely need a property without covenants, we'd be happy to look for one for you. But most of the stuff we sell does have the basic covenants in place, and that does include this property. Gorgeous tract, wow. That's tract 21 at Turkey Hollow. Check us out at InstantAcres.com.